What is going on, everyone? It's Jeremy, and if you couldn't already tell by the thumbnail, which is hand-drawn, I will be reacting to my old artwork, so without further ado, let's dive right in. So, how this will run is I will display an image of my own artwork, and I will basically explain as to why I either dislike the piece or why I love it. Coming in hot at number 1, we have Ariel and Flounder. Man, I just love this piece because I just can't get over how colorful it turned out. Not to mention, it's also one of the biggest pieces I've worked on. Coming in hot at numero dos, we have... Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of torn between this one and this one. Mainly because this one is just more pleasing to the eye. And whatever you do, please don't shank me because I think she looks prettier with brunette hair. But I can't quite pinpoint why I actually love this drawing so much. Maybe it's just the pastel colors I worked with or just the warm hues that go with it. Overall, easily one of my favorite drawings. Coming in hot at number 3, we have, you guessed it, Mr. Long Live the King and rah himself. Now, why I love this drawing so much isn't necessarily because of how it turned out nor the colors, but it's just the story behind it. It's the fact that I drew this for my dad for Father's Day, and, well, it couldn't have been a more perfect gift for him.
Puppies wearing sunglasses. Dang it.
Up at 4, we have Ariana Grande, or really, shall I say, Cat Valentine. But nonetheless, I really love this drawing just because of how her hair turned out. Also, it was the turning point at which I was actually starting to make my drawings look good, or at least I was putting in the effort to make them look good. Also, side note, the majority of these drawings are mostly from 2019. Another side note, I am aware she looks nothing like this to this day, but I will say I was very fond of this hair color and I was actually kind of fond of this look, so I mean, that's my opinion. Okay, so I'm not psychic or anything, but I quite literally think I predicted the future when I drew Green Goblin himself, because who would have thought that like 2 years later, No Way Home would come out and Willem Dafoe would reprise his role? Like, oh my god, the irony. But why I love this drawing so much is, I mean, well, come on, it's Marvel, it's Green Goblin, like, what's not to love about the Green Goblin? He's just so, what's the word, I don't know, menacing. Also, not to mention the color scheming of his helmet was like spot on because I love the meshing of the purples and the greens mixed together to give it that sheen. Props to the artist who designed that. Leading into my 6th drawing, I actually did draw the web slinger himself. What was that old saying? It's like, with great power comes great responsibility. I don't know, Superman or someone might have said that. Not gonna lie, while I do love this drawing and the way it did turn out, I mean, I'm not exactly impressed with the execution of it all. I mean, it looks like it's popping off the page, but at the same time, it looks kind of forced. Also worth noting, this web just looks weird. But overall, I just love this drawing. I mean, it's a decent drawing, but I do love me some Spider-Man. Hence why I drew it in the first place.
What the? Get them! What the?
Alrighty, so not to rush things or anything, but just for the sake of time, I'm gonna kind of skim through all of these since I do have a lot more to talk about, so here we go. So this was drawn during the time I started my digital art era, and I basically just took me and my friends and I turned us into the Rowdy Rough Boys / villains of the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, Mr. Clackers, am I the only one who hates those miserable little brats? You hate them too?
But yeah, I like this drawing just mainly because of the cohesiveness and the colors. Moving on. Alright, this one, easy 10 out of 10. Overall, love the colors and I just love the outcome. Okay, I love this one, but like, I kind of wish I did something more with the background. I wasn't fond of this movie, Luca, but like, I liked how this drawing turned out. I like this drawing of Elsa mainly because of her dress, but it's kind of ironic because I'm like severely allergic to pollen. Gotta catch 'em all. I love this drawing, don't ask me why. Okay, I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant here, but I just love Pocahontas. The way they animated her hair and just the colors that come with the movie is just so beautiful, and it just comes together in one big harmony. And I guess I tried to encapsulate that in this drawing, but overall, one of my personal favorites. Okay, so this drawing is kind of a representation of an event that took place in my life not too long ago. So basically me and a friend of mine, who had been friends for a long time, the two of us kind of set our eyes on this one girl. Well, the girl kind of challenged the two of us to duel and basically outmatch each other and try and impress her. So whichever one of us came out on top, well, basically we won her heart. So we duke it out and basically we kind of turn into enemies, but at the end we all become friends. But what's ironic is the girl never liked either of us anyway. She turned out to like girls. So there you have it. I love Sleeping Beauty, but I can't decide between the pink or the blue. Yes, Hades rules, 10 out of 10. Okay, so this one I really tried to stray away from the whole princess thing because Belle, in my eyes, is just the girl who loves to read and go on adventures, so I tried to encapsulate that into this drawing. Speaking of French characters, I just love this Marie drawing, mainly because she's just so cute and I love the playful colors in her bow and her fur. Oh, look at that, social media. I guess it's time to wrap this video up. Thank you for watching. You can actually find all these drawings and more on my social media platforms. Like, share, comment, and thank you for watching. See you guys soon.